From 1775 to 1783, Patriots, colonists who favored American independence, organized, fought, and won the American Revolution. And now, just a little over 200 years later, our corporate-owned government is pulling the same shit the Brits pulled on the colonists. Here are 5 injustices patriots revolted over that exist today. Number 1, remember no taxation without representation? The Brits heavily taxed the colonists without giving them a seat in Parliament to say how those tax dollars would be spent. Today, our government very clearly only serves to represent the corporations that fund our lawmakers' campaigns. And those corporations use loopholes and offshore tax havens to avoid paying any taxes themselves. Today, we are still being taxed while not being represented in our government. Number 2, the Brits had a tea monopoly that was actually backed by law, and they cut colonial merchants out by using their own consignees. Free market was squashed. Today, research shows fewer businesses are being born than are dying each year, as people simply cannot compete with our monopolistic corporations. And our government constantly legislates and regulates to block competition from entering the market. Today, we are still unable to compete with government-backed monopolies. Number 3, the British military was granted ridiculous rights, like being tried back in Britain for crimes committed in the colonies. George Washington called that law the Murder Act because he saw it gave the Empire's soldiers the ability to do whatever they wanted to Americans without penalty. Today, the American military does whatever the hell it wants across the globe, and our police are becoming more militarized by the day. Today, we still face a lawless military that poses a threat to the people it's supposed to protect. Number 4, the Brits passed currency acts, which created monetary policies that inhibited colonists' ability to pay debts and trade freely. Today, we have the Fed, which bails out criminal corporations and banks and sets policy it knows are fairy tales. Today, we are still getting screwed by a nonsensical financial system that's built to benefit those in power. And number 5, with the Massachusetts Government Act, the Brits restricted people from meeting to squash dissent. Today, we see orchestrated efforts by the federal government to suppress dissension. The feds actually even devised a plan to assassinate leaders of the Occupy movement. What more proof do you need that today we still face an empire that silences opposition? Many of the issues facing patriots 200 years ago that instigated our American Revolution exist today. The players might have changed, but the oppression has only worsened. So, will we rise up today? Or will we sit passively in our living rooms as they become our jail cells? We could use another revolution. The question of whether or not there are any new patriots with enough gumption to revolt remains to be seen. Happy 4th of July, my fellow Americans.
We are anonymous. We are legion. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Expect us.